So after months of speculation and thousands of salty tears cried by Classic players, Judgment Day is finally here. Welcome to Cataclysm Classic. So, welcome back if you saw the first episode, and if you're joining on now, we're running through levels 80 to 85 in Cataclysm Classic, because I'm sure everyone wants to see that, and it's not purely to indulge myself in any way. But anyway, last time we were in Vashir, I'm going to kind of stick around for a little bit and finish up a few things here, but I think realistically we're probably going to head to Hyjal and smash out a few dungeons. But alas, let's get on with it and see what we're up to now. Just wanted to do these last few bits in Vashir before I head into Hyjal, as it's weird because I do want to do a level in each area realistically, so I get to see pretty much all of the leveling zone in Cataclysm. But part of the issue is I'm actually leveling up a lot faster than I remember doing so in original Cata, so it means we'll probably have to head over to Hyjal if we want to see any of that fairly soon. But let's take a look at this dude's vision first. I think that person there has accidentally started the vision in the fire, that's why she's repeatedly taking fire damage. I mean, this is cool, isn't it? Like, look at the state of this. I really love Burning Crusade and Wrath leveling, but for me, Cataclysm leveling, there's just something about it. It's not my favourite, but it has this own unique style to it, which I really do like. And you get to see areas like this, which are pretty cool in fairness, even though I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Everyone keeps mumbling about the old gods. And we're back. Oh, I were taking fire damage. What's that about? By the way, my accent is Northern English, so if you're wondering why I'm saying certain words a certain way, it's because I just have a ridiculous accent. My apologies.
Before the day is done, you will all be slaves and corpses.
I love when there's a bit of RP that a character very valiantly shouts just before he gets absolutely destroyed. Oh my lord! That was like Obsidian Sanctum. Water version.
Relax. See ya later.
What is it with this fire? I mean, it's got such a big hit zone. Again, there's a lot of chasing down sort of people and cheering when you kill them. It's whoever the quest designer was for a lot of Cataclysm was probably in a bit of a dark space when they made a fair few of these. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to hand in this quest and then head over to Hyjal just for a bit of a change of scenery, because I'm getting a lot of XP quite fast. I mean, I've only handed in a handful of quests and the bar's going along at quite a rapid rate. And we're back again because I forgot to do the one main thing that I was meant to do and I got distracted, because that's what seems to always happen to me. But we need to apply some new rune graves to our groovy new piece of gear, which is fastly being replaced by everything that you work very hard to get in ICC. So after that slight inconvenience, we're back on the tram and gonna head to storming and get back to business. And by business I mean head to Hyjal and carry on doing some quests. Now, back in the day I didn't really do Hyjal all that much. I did it maybe once or twice. I tended to stick to Vashir, which is why I wanted to do it this time around. Whoa, cracking bit of scenery. Look at that stuff. Who doesn't love it? Oh, well, that was short-lived. That was very short-lived. Oh, there it is. Daddy Ragnaros is in there somewhere. Well, he'll be in there soon enough anyway. He means business now, doesn't he? Holy Lord! I mean, that's like the opposite of good news, isn't it? Seeing both Deathwing and Ragnaros in the same spot, just chilling and staring at you, and they kind of don't do anything. This is a long old flight, isn't it? I mean, we're not really seeing too much either. We saw Deathwing and Ragnaros for about a second, and then we're just flying around doing nothing. Oh Lord, I forgot it's the time to start sort of farming stuff again, isn't it? Oh my Lord. Oh, here we go. Now we're playing Cata. There's an odd sense of playing the game and speaking to yourself, but I'm kind of enjoying the ego trip it sends you on. How many more? 2 more, and it might never even happen. I might never even finish this quest. Uno, dos, tres, and quattro por favor me amo George.
Walk with the
Okay, and now we're going to go chat to Malfurion about why everything is on fire. Here he is, it's the daddy. The daddy's shrouded in everyone's mounts anyway. I would argue probably starting in Hyjal is a better idea, because you feel sort of immediately the threat of Deathwing, or like you're maybe in the story, whereas in Vashir, I prefer the zone of Vashir, but it has to be said, you do sort of feel like you're not too sure, you're like fighting a separate side of the story, I suppose you could say. This looks like a scene from Ghostbusters. Okay, that's not good. All I'm hoping is that when this goes off, I now won't die. See, that's called top tier gameplay, when you have other cooldowns on. Just figure out what to do. It is nice to see lots of people around and questing and whatnot. It was quite nice in the pre-patch to see that too. This is the kind of time where I really wish I hadn't wasted my other time and leveled up engineering so I could just have rocket boots, which I may have to go back and do, because this is quite annoying how slow you have to run around now. Man, bro takes his time running around, doesn't he? Look at him, he looks like he's had 10 pints. I mean, I'm going into a dead end. I think I've had 10 pints as well. Here he is, he's steaming. He's been at the pub. He's had 10 pints.
During my stay in the dream,
Right, I'm sorry, I cannot listen anymore about the dream. Retail Rune chatting about the Emerald Dream when you had to sit on the Emerald Dream aisle for about 10 hours and walking around doing the Spirit Bloom. And then when I got the Legendary Axe, I had to do even more of the Super Bloom for the Axe Quest, which I tell you was not a great experience. Right, we're back to killing and collecting. Nice, this is what I personally enjoy. And then that sounded sarcastic. It wasn't, I do enjoy it. Look at the state of this. What is going on? It's pretty interesting because, oh my lord, that frightened the life out of me. Gonna steal this guy's supplies and then enter. Well, I did just try to join my dungeon group, but it was repeatedly stuck on encounter in progress, and I didn't fancy waiting because they weren't replying to my messages, because we're only playing an MMORPG, right, guys? That didn't make me salty at all, given the fact that I waited 20 minutes for that queue, and now I have to wait 13 minutes to re-queue. And oh wow, it's quite neat in here, isn't it? Nice, I like that. My reaction there was slightly embarrassing. Hopefully he's back in a second, because you know this is gonna feel like a long old wait otherwise. Which has been a lot of the feelings today of waiting around, and you know, when you finally get the thing you want, it's great, but you know, I'd rather have it right now. You can't wait for anything anymore, you just want it now, you know, that's the issue with the younger generation, man. They just want it now, and I'm part of those people. I agree, waiting is rather annoying. Right, well, there we go. That's our cave little expedition done for, I think. We can head back out and smell the roses.
Hello. Have a good one.
I do like that even the NPCs, you're sort of in Cataclysm in a dungeon filled with fire monsters, and the guy's still like, hey, hello, have a good one. Something about fighting giant monsters made of fire that just never gets old, does it? It's just always fun to do. I think Dragonflight really pulled an absolute blinder with Aberrus and Emergisil, making a lot of big bosses out of fire. Really just pulls things back a bit. So here we are in a Throne of Tides to finish off level 81, which I'm pretty happy with, because there's definitely going to be one or two things that kill me in here that I've forgotten about. I'm sure there's a bit where the tentacles are flying out the side of the walls. At least I'm pretty sure that's what we're waiting for here, isn't it? It's a giant jellyfish that flies you up to the top. Speak of the devil, here he comes. Wow, this is a long old hallway, and it's very loud in my ears right now. This is the kind of dungeon that I always think could have easily been a raid. You know, like when you look at certain dungeons, like for me, Utgard, Pinnacle and Keep could have easily been a raid if you just put the two together. Yeah, I remember now. So weird when it comes back to you in floods of doing the wrong thing for years. A real tank and spank, isn't it, sometimes, when you're on normal? Because I have all the memories of these being on heroic and them being a lot harder, but when you're running through on normal and you got decent ICC gear, like you kind of don't have anything to worry about, really. Oh, there it is, level 82. I didn't even realise I was about to level up there. I was too busy enjoying the dungeon. I would be enjoying myself, but I'm currently getting thrown around the air and then smashed.
My waters are cleansed. Drink it.
There we go. Look at the state of this. Let's go get him.
Hold the power of pure water.
That's what I say when I've got a hangover and I start to drink a lot of water before ultimately feeling way worse and having to go back to sleep. Well, there we have it for this one. We're now at 82, so I think we're probably going to head to Deepholm. I think will be the next stop off for me. But yeah, we'll head to Deepholm, run a few more dungeons, and hopefully 82 to 83 will go along pretty smoothly. And then after that, it's Oldham and the Twilight Highlands, which I think I'm looking forward to most. But so far, so good. I really enjoyed my time in Catra at this point, and leveling up's been an absolute blast. And if I haven't mentioned it before, which I certainly have mentioned now about 20 times, it's going a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Maybe it's just that I'm enjoying it, and from me enjoying it, I'm just not noticing the time go by. But alas, if we've made it to episode 2, that means there'll be 3, 4 and 5 on the way at some point. But there we are. Until next time, I'll see you later, and look after yourself. And I hope you're enjoying Cata. As always, if you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. And on that note, I think I'll say ta-ra for now, and I'll see thee later.